Hello, guys. You're welcome to Crypto Space again, and we're here at Crypto Bubbles. I am Austin. So today we're going to be looking at what is happening to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has shown some sign of resistance, some sign of upward movement, but still it's still falling back to a particular point. But before we do that, we're gonna look at what is happening in Crypto Bubble. Well, right now we're seeing that Luna Classic has done 35.9%. Well, that's a lot. I think that's about the biggest any coin, any crypto has done today. Now, with a market capitalization of 583.14 million, that's a lot. With a 24-hour volume of 534.52 million, that is quite a lot. And if you looked, it's moved down from here today 0.0000653. That is where it started from today, and the highest point it's here 0.0000980, and it's currently trading at this position right now. Well, Luna Classic is not doing so bad, but we're still hoping it recovers for investors to actually recover from the pegging that happened in Terra Luna UST. Well, we're gonna go right into reviewing Bitcoin and see what is happening in Bitcoin. But before that, we're going to look at the news that are making the markets in CoinDesk right now. Well, Bitcoin has been having a lot of activities lately. Let's see the first news. Market wrap: recession fears hot crypto balance. Recession fears hot crypto balance. Sorry, pardon me. Recession fears halt crypto bounce. Yes, that is true. The recession, the world global recession, is actually affecting the crypto bounce because crypto hasn't actually recovered. It is really, really pulling the interest of investors out of the market because they're scared of losing their asset. And then let's look at the second news again. Bitcoin holds 20k dollar level. I mean, signs of bullish momentum. Yes, we're all going to see that in our review right now. And then the third news: few signs of upward momentum as Bitcoin holds 20k. Same news: hedge funds, crypto trader cuts Theta after UST implosion. Well, a lot of people have lost faith with the UST, and right now that is what exactly is affecting the Terra Luna. But currently I feel for UST to actually come up, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take a lot of patience from the investors and consistency for UST to bounce back to a $1 margin with the United States dollar, and as well for Luna Classic to actually come back to its normal position. Well, let's go right to look at what is happening in the Bitcoin chart and Binance. So here is Binance. This is our chart currently. Well, Bitcoin has been moving around 21,000, 20,000. It hasn't gone past and it hasn't gone below that, but we're hoping it's going to push up. If you check right here, the market cap moved from 50,000 yesterday to 63 point something thousand today. Well, that is not much because the market volume dropped. The market volume dropped like 4 days ago drastically, but still the market is still pushing up. Now Bitcoin opened at it opened at 20,742.57 today. Yes, and then the highest it has come today is 20,760 65.91 cents today, and its low is 20,727.40 cents, and it closes at current trading, which where it is currently trading at right now is 20,752. It hasn't closed yet, so we're still gonna anticipate where it's going to close at. But right now the market is very much unsteady, and investors are very skeptical. Like we've always said, you don't know where the market is going to go to. Anybody predicting doing the fundamental and technical analysis can only tell you what he or she knows, but in the long run, we don't know how the market is going to go. Like I said in my previous video, there has been predictions that Bitcoin is going to get down to zero. We don't know for sure. China predicted that Bitcoin is going to get down to zero. We don't know for sure what is going to happen. But if you look at the charts, if you look at how Bitcoin has gone so far and how investors have been able to survive, you're going to see that the possibility of Bitcoin hitting zero is totally out of the question. But the major question is, how is Bitcoin going to move? How are investors going to recover their fund? Because if you check how Bitcoin has come, Bitcoin has actually dropped from a very high height to where it is actually to where it is currently now. Let me pull up a line so you see it. It was 48 up till this point currently. Now you can see how much Bitcoin needs to push up for investors to recover. It mustn't even be up to this particular point. You can even run it up to like 30 something thousand, where it fell from the massive crash that caused a stable coin to the peg. I think we can get it up to this particular position. Now, this is how much Bitcoin needs to recover for a lot of investors to actually gain much more confidence in the market. But currently, now the market is still pushing, and like I said in my previous video, we're looking at the end of the month, and now we're at the end of the month, and the market is making progress right from where it went down to $17,622. You see that there's a lot of progress, and the investor confidence is increasing, even though it's not so much, as they are seeking alternative source of investment in the altcoin because of what is happening in the Bitcoin market. The Bitcoin market is like a benchmark market that sets the standard for everything. So people don't want to get their funds stuck. That's why some of them get to seek alternative in altcoins to actually push up their profits and make gains from the market. Well, this is a review of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is still going to push up. Like I said, this year Bitcoin is going to hit close to 40,000, but not much more than that. Bitcoin is not going to see its all-time high this year. Its all-time high of 60,000. Bitcoin is not going to see it this year. The all-time high is not happening. Now, there are predictions that Bitcoin is still going to crash much more than this, but I certainly do not think so. I think Bitcoin has seen its worst this year. It has seen its worst this year, and we're hoping to see its best this year. But right now, it's not going to crash much more than it has already crashed, and it's not going to go up more than $40,000 this year. So Bitcoin is going to do great. Well, if you're an investor, I think this is the time for you to keep dollar cost averaging, to be doing the dollar cost average. Like I've always said, if you don't know how to dollar cost average, you can go look it up online, or you go over my videos. You're going to see where I talked about dollar cost averaging. So if you're doing dollar cost averaging and you're buying in and buying out, you're buying in when the market drops, you're going to be making much more profit when the market comes up. So if you're doing dollar cost averaging, you have to study the market very well and know when to buy in. But mind you, this is not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his space saying what he knows from based on what he has studied so far. Well, if you like this content, kindly smash the like and the subscribe button, because it does help me a whole lot to help YouTube to know that I'm doing stuff like this. I'm still Austin. Thank you for sticking around.